way we came up in the front, and something gon' go down. Niggas stunt, cruise through this bitch if you want, without a strap, and you can get your ass money and be crazy. But this is the way we came up in the front, and something gon' go down. Niggas stunt, cruise through this bitch if you want, without a strap, and you can get your ass laid down.
G-Unit! 50 Cent Bulletproof follows something of an alternate take on 50 Cent's life, looking at what might have happened had he not turned to music for an outlet. The game opens up simply enough with a buddy of his calling for help, 50 rounding up G-Unit to see what's up, and then resulting in 50 being shot multiple times and left for dead. Rather than going out for ice cream, he decides to track down his would-be assassin. Now, some people are grouping this game together with the also recently released True Crime New York City, but the two games are entirely different. Whereas True Crime is an open city game, something similar to, say, GTA, Bulletproof is a very linear shooter and is much more similar to Max Payne or Dead to Rights in ways than GTA. Bulletproof is a heavily mixed bag. On the one hand, all the presentation aspects are excellent. The music, for example, is of course excellent, or at least you'll like it if you like 50 Cent and G-Unit. There are a whole lot of unlockable tracks, including a CD's worth of exclusive songs. You also find somewhere around a dozen or so videos to unlock, so there's a whole lot of stuff here for 50 Cent fans to find. The cutscenes borrow a whole lot of style from music videos, which ends up being a good thing. There are all sorts of close-up shots, odd but cinematic angles, plenty of slow motion and such, that really gives its presentation a great feel. The voice acting, which includes not only 50 Cent but G-Unit, Dre, Eminem, and more, is also spot on. The game also looks really damn good on both the PS2 and Xbox. The character models are great and well animated. The whole game has a very cohesive feel to its style. Again, the game has some rather outstanding presentation aspects. Unfortunately, Bulletproof's core gameplay elements don't quite come together correctly. For one thing, the game feels very generic, offering up the same old firefight after firefight. Sure, the enemies are dressed differently and carry different weapons, but they all fight the same. The bigger problem, though, is that the third-person free-look control scheme doesn't feel very well tuned. You don't have all that refined aim acceleration you get from many other games, so it can be really hard to track down a moving enemy. You need to be really subtle with your analog stick movement in order to make fine adjustments, but at the same time, moving the stick to its extremes won't make you turn very fast. Unfortunately, there aren't any sort of sensitivity adjustments, though this isn't really a sensitivity issue, but more of a tuning issue. The enemy AI, as good as a job as it does to make the battles seem like actual street fights, actually works against this. They may not be the smartest AI ever, but they run around a lot, take cover and such to try to make the firefight seem realistic. But since they move so much and the control is rather unrefined, it can get rather frustrating to take down even the weakest guys. It also doesn't help that the standard enemies later in the game, not even like the boss guys, but just the minor guys, can take an entire clip to kill, so it might actually take you 3-4 clips to kill them just because it takes that long to get some good shots in. 50 Cent Bulletproof is a game that's betting on its presentation and brand name for success, and in these ways it'll do well. The amount of unlockable music tracks, the video, cutscene presentation, voiceover work and such are all great, but the gameplay is simply boring and even frustrating at times. Fans of 50 Cent and G-Unit will enjoy this much more than non-fans, and they should be able to overlook some of its shortcomings much easier, but anyone who picks this up just for its core gameplay will be disappointed.